Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. So let's make sure. Yep, it seems to be working. All right. So welcome to Roadcraft. Game just dropped a couple of days ago and I've played the tutorial but decided I don't want to stream it. So I've started it over and we are with the Up the Holler Construction Company, or Up the Holler Co. So let's get into this. So a new game by the makers of SnowRunner, and the tutorial, I played it. Played for a couple of hours, and I like the game. It's actually really fun. I didn't know if I'd like it or not. It's one of those things you really can't compare it to SnowRunner because it is not SnowRunner. But what I can say is I would love to have some of these features in SnowRunner. That would be awesome. And whoa, my headphones are up way too loud. Alright, I think that's got it. Alright, so it has a learning curve in this game. It took me a bit to figure out some stuff because it really doesn't tell you a lot of things. You've got to figure it out yourself. But once you figure it out, it is a very fun game. Tracked objectives are up there. Okay. I keep wanting to hit the left bumper to put everything in gear. Oh. There we go. Let's get our all-wheel drive on. So Roadcraft is a building and exploration game. And it has a lot of the features that people have wanted in SnowRunner for many years. I gotta go up here. Objective complete. So your objectives.
Enjoying the sights?
Yep.
I often hear they're the best part of your job. At least your job has a best part. I have to make do with cheap coffee and a broken AC. Ready for your next mission? Well,
Yep.
aren't you lucky? Investigate the phosphate plant. Not too exciting, but who am I to argue, right? Go take a look.
Alright, the phosphate plant is over here, so we need to find a way down there. So hit X to track it. Open it up. And that is down at the bottom of the hill. I do not like the steering in this game. It's the same steering SnowRunner has. When you turn, it takes it a moment to turn back, and I've run off the road several times. In SnowRunner, you can fix that by going in and setting it up as a steering wheel. Is wild. Oh, what did I do? You do have one of the features that I liked from MudRunner. And once I get up out of this mud, so if you hit your left bumper, then you can hit B and do terrain scanning. And it will let you know how deep the water is or how deep the mud is. So I like that. The winch, I'm not a fan of. And something that I did figure out is that not all trucks have winches. So I actually got one of my trucks stuck and couldn't winch it out. Alright, come on. So if you do right bumpers, yeah, I'm not within range of anything to winch. But we got out of it. So 2 starter vehicles you can pick. I picked big F350. Got it. Right bumper. I am still trying to figure out the controls on this. Why is it moving so slow? What is wrong with this thing? Oh, there we go. So you gotta aim the winch with the camera. And attach it with X. Alright, so let's get that other gate open. And we'll hit our objective here. Alright, we've got a big boy. Go over there and get it. What's going on? Oh, tutorial. Clear the way, so let's track that one with X. And visit the forward base. Just way over there. And we'll just park it here. Go into our map and we'll get in it.
Hey, you're not a bad navigator. To be fair, a child could handle it if they could reach the gas pedal. Still, you did fine too, so kudos to you. Now it's time to get you to your forward base. It's not much to look at, but should keep you warm. Oh, and on your way there, be a darling and clear the plant's old entrance for the cavalry. They're coming later, if the higher-ups don't cut the funding.
Boy, Kelly is a little bit on the sarcastic side. I like it. Okay, so the grader has several things that you can do. Left bumper, You have this, which is, and you can see it down there in white, bottom right, says the marching. You also have the manual. You have the asphalt destruction mode. And you have the sand flattening mode, which use it the most. And I need to put my volume down just a little bit more. Alright, so it took me, during the tutorial, it took me a bit to figure this out. How to clear these. I ended up dragging them all back. And all I really had to do was push through it. And let's get this chunk out the road. This area nice and clean. So you can do manual mode, but it kind of digs in a little bit. So I found that the sand mode is the easiest. Right, more money. I like money. Let's park you over here. There is no way to turn off the engines, which I find that kind of weird. And I also have not figured out, if you're close to another vehicle, how you can jump into it without going into the map. Yeah, like I said, the steering is a little on the wonky side. I think I need to go right. But one thing I do like, I can leave it in all-wheel drive and diff lock, and it doesn't hurt anything. But I really do want to figure out the steering. I can get it to automatically go forwards when you quit turning, straightening the wheels. So I think I've said before, but this is the tutorial map. And you do this map. I have finished this map and was getting ready to go to the next map when I decided to stop and start all over again.
Welcome. The good news is, you're in charge now. Bad news is, the storage and allocation of resources are all on you. So, use them wisely. And remember, a penny saved is a penny earned. For the company. Well, on to your next job. Storm's rolling in, and we need to build a flood wall before it does. Before it rolls in, I mean. Storms seldom build walls. First, we need to plot a route from the base to the phosphate plant. Once we do that, we can deliver the crane parts to make the wall.
Okay. So something that took me a little while to figure out, I was thinking here. I can't get into the garage. Garage is actually over here. So from here you can click into the garage. But first thing I need to do is plot a route. And that would be find a recovery generator. Oh, build a route. So open that up. and X to track it. And we'll open that up. Oh, open. And then start plotting. So you got a certain number of points that you can use to plot with. And we're going to the phosphate. Yep. We're going all the way down there. So the road that... God. Okay, the tutorial stuff's getting on my nerves. All right, we'll go there. At a point. At a point. The AI trucks turn just as badly as the regular trucks. So they'll follow these points very, very closely. Which means hard right turns, hard left turns. They'll run up on the bank. Yeah. And you got to be careful going through gates, 'cause sometimes they'll be just a little bit off on the gate. Alright, so we got our route. We can dispatch a vehicle, see if the route works. And you can actually, once the vehicle gets out here, you can hit Y and spectate it. And change your camera. You don't have to watch it, but I think it's pretty cool watching the AI drive. Pretty nice truck. Alright, so let's see if our cornering is okay and I didn't put us into any mud pits. Or drove it off the road. Next truck's coming through. So they'll start sending supplies down through the road. The first supply truck has entered. Up, there's the next one. Alright, so we can just let that go. And infrastructure. Objective, find and recover the generator from the abandoned facility. So that's way down there. And I know that it's down this way because this one was
Looks
such
like we're
a
gonna need
pain
a
in the
generator
butt.
for the phosphate plant. There should be one somewhere close to the abandoned facility. Check your map. If you can find it, Bring it back to the garage inside the abandoned facility.
I tried hooking up to one of those trailers, you can't do it. Okay, so I do like how it has a shows the direction you're going up at the top. Got it. Alright, so this generator thing, if you look at the map, it says it tells you to scan over in this area. And it took me forever to figure this out. Because I drove all around this place. Could not figure out how to get in here. Looking for this search area. That is that way. So there's your search area. Could not figure it out. And I'd almost given up on the game here because I was on this for probably a good 45 minutes. Got the truck stuck. Flipped it over once. And then I watched Spartan Elite 43. If y'all haven't checked him out, check him out. He's really good. And it turns out it's a puzzle. Oh, wait a minute. We gotta do object scanner. I'm out of range. That's alright. I know where it's at now. I would have never thought of this. Back it up. Don't want to lose the F-350 so early in the game. Something I did figure out is if you do your aiming the winch, you can actually hook to those yellow things on the column. So let's do our object scanner. And I'm too far away. Right there's a generator I need. And object scanner. There it is. So it needs to go over in the yellow circle. And I did not do this when I did the tutorial. But that will make things a lot easier. I wasn't paying all that much attention. And I thought, I got the generator. I'll haul it back to the base. It doesn't go to the base. And no frills, you just drag the sucker. Well, maybe. Yep. Oh, I got out of four-wheel drive. I have my Twitch thing down at the bottom right, and it's covering up the four-wheel drive and the diff lock. So I can't tell if I'm in four-wheel drive or diff lock. Alright, more money. I like money. Complete. All hands on deck.
You wrapped up all the prep work nicely. I knew I could rely on you, which is especially great since I had nobody else to rely on. You're the only contractor in the sector. The fate of everything rests upon you. No pressure. Besides, the only thing left to do is to build the flood wall before the storm hits. First, you'll need to scoop up some concrete slabs. There should be plenty around your base. Naturally, you'll want to use the crane to move them. Then you need to drop them off in the loading area. Easy as pie, right? I could go for some pie. Anywho, the generator's in working order, so now you just need to make sure it's delivered. Shouldn't be too hard. Just plot a course from the workshop to the phosphate plant.
So, on my right-hand side of the screen, you will see a truck and a plus. The game has given me a new truck. Well, not a truck, but a vehicle. How do I get up there? I forgot. Nope, wrong way. I need the next left. So, what's been going on? There has been a lot of things going on in my life lately, which is why I haven't streamed in quite a long time. First thing is, I got a promotion at work. So a lot of you that have watched in the past know that I was an instructor for the government. About 7 months ago, I got promoted to manager. And I'm no longer in the training department. And that has proven to be, well, let's just say, had I known all of the crap that I would have to put up with, I would still be in the training department. Just back you in here so you're out of the way of those trucks. And we've got our new vehicle. You can either get to it doing this or clicking over and hitting, go down here and hit X to enter it. I kind of got used to the other way. And something else I'm going to do. How to do it. Settings. Hide hints. That gets annoying. Alright. So I've got to pick up these concrete slabs and move them into which one? I think into this one. Alright, so crane functions and crane control. You have yeah, so left, There are different crane functions that you can do, and in your settings, custom action, nope, crane control screen. So it comes in a default. The default is so freaking hard to figure out and remember. It's just ridiculous. So I stuck it over in Legacy, and Legacy is so much easier. It's, if you've played SnowRunner, then it's just a much easier thing to do, to figure out. So, but, and what I couldn't figure out, so if you hit crane functions, I kept hitting the activate crane controls, which is my down on my D-pad, and nothing happened. Couldn't figure it out. You got to hold it, and then it'll go into it. And something that took me a long time to figure out why some of those are red and some are yellow. It's because you have to hit the X to cycle through, because it's trying to get onto the bottom one. You get those little marks there, just drop it and it disappears. It says up in the upper right hand corner, it says that I need 6. So that's 3. Where are the others? Up, I see them over there. Out of crane mode. And put you about right there. Ah, keep forgetting to turn the parking brake off. And I think I'm too far. I am. Nope. Try that again. This game takes a little bit to get used to. Wish I could get that last one too. Range not long enough. Uh-oh. Maybe I should have put the anchors down. Anchor. She's a slow-moving beast. I didn't see if you go all the way around. Let's try that. Here. That looks like you can do 360s. Comes in handy. I only needed 2. But let's get that last one while we're here. Like a merry-go-round. And detach. And the other one. And there goes my truck. What happened? I was in resource. I was going to put it in a drive, but I was in resource section. So if I hit A, it does that. And B. Oh, good. Let's put the other ones in there too. Since I can. Alright, done with that. And fold my. And we got that. Alright, let's see what's next. So our map is blinking. Infrastructures. Plot a route. That's down there. Okay, so I need to plot a route from the phosphate plant down to the abandoned facility. So that needs to go down there. Okay, fairly easy. Where was it? Right there. So I know it comes out that door. So I want to head straight. And hope there are no big rocks. Going the right way, yep. I like the big long straight stretches. These dark areas could be mud. Uh-oh. Okay, that'll be fine. Yeah. And try to get you going straight into the door, but before I dispatch a vehicle, I need to go into you. Because that gate is closed. And then the door. So I did notice in some of the modes for this, it moves pretty good speed-wise, like this, but in some of the modes, like I go to manual mode, it automatically goes into low gear and locks it in low gear. You can't get it out of it. Same way with sand flattening mode. And we're going to marching. And park you there. So let's go back into plotting the route. I've already plotted it. Make sure everything looks okay. Yep. So let's dispatch a vehicle and see if it makes it. The water and the sand and just the trees, everything looks so good in this game. You can tell there's a lot of work went into this. And something I did notice, there's actually waves. There's a couple of places where you go over like creeks and stuff, or not little creeks, but little inlets where the water from the lake or river, whatever that is, and it actually gets a little deeper and then gets a little shallower. That kind of stuff is pretty cool. Oh, it's a different truck. Look like it's like an old military truck with a snorkel. Let's see how you get through the water. Ah, I didn't even slow it down. Here's the gate. Yep. And it should go right in, and more trucks are heading that way. I don't know how many trucks, but I thought there was a way to tell, but I can't remember now. Alright, let's look at our next objective. Create a route to deliver generators. I thought I already did that. The abandoned facility to Foss Plate. Okay, that is the one I'm doing. Oh, it is completed. Nice. Alright, what else do we have? More concrete slabs. Oh, we got side quests too. Nope, we don't have any. So I did that one. We answered a short manpower. Please get in the farewell. Please gather and prepare them in the loading area for transfer to the phosphate. Is tracked. Yeah, see, here's where some of the things are not all that clear. Transfer resources. Oh, I've transferred them. Bring resources to the...
Looks like you'll need to do some hauling. Take the cargo truck and load it up with the concrete slabs and steel beams. Then deliver it to the phosphate plant. And if you're in the mood for extra supplies,
There we go.
you could plot a route between the warehouse and the forward base. It's not essential, but it'll make things easier for you in the long run.
All right, our first cargo truck. And resource a steel beam. Said 2 steel beams and we're gonna need a crane. Wait a minute, there was... and 3 concrete slabs. And we're going to deliver them here. Which is where we started. Basically. Okay. Let's go into our vehicles. right there. So I have 4 steel beams in there, 4 concrete slabs. Concrete slab. Oh, here we go. 2, 3, and 4. Oh, I didn't want 5. Handbrake. I thought I put those down. I didn't. I don't know, sometimes I get button happy and hit the wrong button. Spin it around. Wrong way. Like a glove. Alright, so 4 of those. And they're still moving that stuff. That one's a little bit high. Yeah, got the truck leaning, so let's move it over here a little bit. Doing the legacy controls so much easier. There we go. Close enough. And one more to go. This can make you dizzy a little bit. Yeah, it should be fine. One more. And over to this truck. And enter. And then we can strap our cargo so it won't go anywhere. We're in four-wheel drive, get the diff lock on. Got a few corners. I have yet to damage a vehicle. I don't believe there's any damage in the game. Which wouldn't break my heart if they took that out of SnowRunner. Where am I going? Go that way. Oop. Gotta remember to hit your parking brake. There's also no fuel in the game, so you don't have to worry about running out of gas. What was that? Down there. White circle. And this should build us a crane. Build us 2 cranes. Right, so
The storm's coming in fast, so we need to get that flood wall up. Actually, you need that more than I do. I'm safe back at HQ, but the folks in that town aren't. So, good luck.
alright, so we need to pick up all those concrete slabs. Oh, that's not that one. And go for the other one. Give me a second. Oh. Ah, that way. Oh, hit the building. I guess I could have moved the crane on down a little bit. And once you get a green, hit A to detach. Easy peasy. Let's grab the next one. And lower. Let's get you out. I keep wanting to use my joysticks and it's moved my camera around. Two more. Oh wait, we got another crane. We can go to this crane. Oh. Oh no. Oh, good. Gave me another one. Man, released it too soon. And I could. How do you? There we go. Could rotate it like that. Get a snugger fit. I hope you get to use these cranes a lot. They're actually pretty fun. What'd I do? There's a lower hook. I don't know what I did. Okay. Maybe I'm out too far. Huh. Yeah, she doesn't want to move. That's all right. Oh, now it's moving. Well, a little bit. Yeah, I guess I'll take it. Alright, shields are up.
Jeez Louise, that was a close one. I was worried you weren't gonna pull it off. If you keep this up, I might start getting optimistic. At least for the company's stocks. They've been crashing lately, but you might have just turned the tide. Now, doesn't that make you feel good? Well, savor it for all it's worth. Talk to you later.
Whoa, what happened? Oh, all goes complete. Continue playing. Wasn't there something else I needed to do? Objectives, no objectives. No bridges. I guess that was it. Huh, okay. Let's go back to the HUD. And see what we've got. I thought there was one other thing that I needed to do. Yeah, it says I'm 90%. Four steel beams, collective resources. Infrastructure request completed. Let's go back into it. I don't want to leave a job almost done. So anyway, what else has been going on? Those of you that have watched my videos before may have known that...
Hey, you're not a bad navigator. To be fair, a child could handle it if they could reach the gas pedal. Still, you did fine too, so kudos to you. Now it's time to get you to your forward base. It's not much to look at, but should keep you warm. Oh, and on your way there, be a darling and clear the plant's old entrance for the cavalry. They're coming later, if the higher-ups don't cut the funding.
Okay, so I've got one more truck to go for the phosphate to the abandoned facility. Abandoned facility. There it is. Okay, I gotta wait on this truck. That's empty. Okay. So as I was saying, my big red Ford F-150 that for some reason people could not see coming down the road. It was like painted with magic red because people kept running out in front of me, and I avoided most of it. I got into a couple of accidents, none of them my fault. Ended up in December, I think it was. Took my daughter to work so I could change oil in her car. Went picked her up. As we were coming home, a drunk driver ran a stop sign and clobbered the truck. Hit it right behind the passenger door. Ripped the suspension up. Bent the frame. Crushed in the part of the cab and crushed in the bed really bad. So I'd put a lot of money and work into that truck. And the guy that hit me took off. And as of today, the police still have not caught him, even though I gave him the plate number. I was able to chase him down, but the back end of the truck was all over the road. But just enough to get his plate number. And yeah, they still haven't caught him. They can't locate him. So he's probably out doing it to other people. I can't stand people like that. But luckily I had full coverage, and my insurance paid it off, or paid me for it, because they estimated it was like $17,000 to fix it, and yeah, they weren't going to pay that. All right, all awards received. And let's check our side quests. Connect a warehouse to the forward base. Oh, I haven't done that yet. Where's my truck? Let's go see where that's at. Yeah, the insurance paid it off. Paid me for the truck. And finding a truck in my neck of the woods, a decent truck, was just about impossible. Ended up getting a F-250. It's an 07 model, but it only had 111,000 miles on it. Just one little bit of rust behind the rear wheel, which I've gotten that taken care of. And it's a pretty solid truck. It needed work. It was an old work truck from the Salvation Army, I want to say. I think it was Salvation Army. So I had to get a bed for it. Or not a bed, but a tailgate for it. Tailgate was crushed in. And I ordered the tailgate. Oh, it's way up there. And got me one of those Amazon specials. And didn't read the fine print. It's for my truck, but it didn't come with any of the hardware to it. So right now I've just got it strapped on. Had to paint it. It came in black and my truck is white. Sort of like this one. Where's my mark? Jeff, for a long time, people were telling me that they see the vehicle that hit me. There it is. They see the guy driving it, and a couple of people tried to chase him down, but anytime somebody got behind him and he thought they were following him, he would just hit the gas and would be out of there, driving down the wrong side of the road and passing vehicles and stuff like that. And I finally told people to stop doing that. You're going to end up killing somebody. Okay, so and start plotting. We'll do it this way. Make sure I get plenty of room getting through that gate. Let's go in. Move that a little bit more that way. Yeah, I figured the guy that hit me was he was probably drunk, probably had no license. They say the license plates come back to a different vehicle than what hit me. So he's probably running around with tags from an older vehicle that he had. No insurance. Where am I going? Wow, that's a long way to go. Luckily, it was just damage to the truck. Neither me nor my daughter were injured. Just made me really mad. I did have somebody from the place that they worked actually gave me video of that vehicle earlier in the day driving around where they work, so I was able to get a good picture of it. Unfortunately, couldn't get a picture of the driver. But I went around for a couple of months with that picture. I'd printed it out just in case I saw that vehicle driving around again. Because I would have went after him. I can be a vengeful person when I want to be. Alright, let's dispatch a vehicle. And we'll spectate it. Wow, he's got a lot of slabs. One of the things that I don't like about the game is I have not figured out how to go back and redo a point once you set a route, unless the route fails. If it fails, you can go back in and redo the points, but you know, if I'm spectating and I realize, oh man, it's really close to a rock or there's something I didn't get out of the road, I can't go back and change the points. Move them over a little bit. This game does look really good. I can't wait to see what the other maps look like. I've seen a little bit of gameplay. I've seen Nathan play it. It's Nathan Province, if you don't know who that is. Check him out on YouTube. And a SnowRunner expert. A lot of good tips and hints, and he really delves into the game really deep. He can tell you tire ratings and vehicle ratings, and he also does review videos when new vehicles come out. Now, one thing I keep hearing people say about this game is that it's set up more for multiplayer than for single player. Evidently there's some missions that you're going to have to do things over and over and over again, like hauling sand or something. And as a single player, it can get pretty tedious, but I'm up for that. With multiplayer, you can have 2 or 3 different dump trucks bringing sand to a location instead of you making 3 trips. I haven't seen anybody play it on the cross-platform yet. I'm on Xbox. I've got the Xbox Series X. Bought it specifically for this game because I tried to pre-order it on my Xbox One X, and it said I couldn't do it. game won't play on the Xbox One. It really sucks, but I cheated a little bit. I used some of the truck money to buy me an Xbox. Alright, steer in there. The AI sometimes are not that correct. Alright. Another truck going. How many do I need? I don't know if it tells me. I do know if it's orange up in the corner of the box, that means they are still delivering stuff. So we're going to have to let them finish delivering. But I could go up here and see what's up here. There's a truck. As long as I don't get in the way of any of the delivery trucks. I just want to look up top of that tower there, but can't see it. Also notice that the darkness is not dark. You never really have anything that's dark enough to run your headlights, which it doesn't even have a button to turn them on. Something up there. Can I get up there? I don't want to get stuck. I think I might slow the camera down a little bit. It's very sensitive. Fire the road up. Oh, I just looked up here. We have $36,000. Pumping station, main entrance. Look, some kind of old trailer there. I had the Jeep from SnowRunner, I might go up there. I don't think the suspension on this thing will take it. Interior shot. I was seeing if maybe you could zoom the camera back a little bit, but it doesn't appear you can. Yep, truck. Making a delivery. I have no idea what they're saying. I know I have it set to English, but nothing up that way. And I do know if you get in the way of these trucks, when they're making a delivery, they will lay on the horn. Heading back here. Yep, so that is completed. So I believe that will put us at 100%. It's still orange though. Is there a truck on route? Yep, still one more en route. He's got a little bit more to go. Is there anything else we haven't looked at? Oh, we still got one there too. Oh, it's my truck. Kind of a small map, but it is the tutorial map. Basically just show you how to do things. So warehouse to the forward base. He may be the last one. Colorful trees. I think this is supposed to be Africa. Just a bunch of stuff over there. There was a bridge, but the bridge was blocked off. That truck is still running. And so are we done yet? Still another truck. I don't think it really matters now. I think it'll just keep running. Alright, so let's go back to the hub. Mission completed. Oh, it's just the event log. Okay, let's return back to the hub and see if we are 100%. Yes, we are at 100%. So these are all the maps. We can now go to the aftermath. Log, steel beam, steel pipe, concrete slabs, fuel, 0. Alright. I also pre-ordered this. And in the pre-order, you were supposed to get 2 trucks. And I downloaded the DLC trucks, but they don't show up. I don't know how to get them. I don't know if some kind of glitch or what. It's been several months ago because I pre-ordered it when it first came out. Available for pre-order. So we're North Africa. Ooh, more cranes. Power plant. A storm has passed. To witness the aftermath and help mitigate consequences.
Looks like our hard work paid off. The storm's passed and the town's still standing. Still, we better check for damage. I've marked your destination at the harbor.
Harbor. Oh, this is where we were. So we have to get over there. Oh, the bridge is open now. Alright. Where? I don't have a garage. Okay. Ooh. A ramp. I don't think I can do boy that. Appears that the storm did a little bit of damage. Oh, somebody's not going to be happy about their boat. Come on, pull out of it. There you go, big old monster Ford. No tipping. Which way? Nope, keep going straight. Up to the bridge. Bunch of hillbilly pontoons back there. A few of those, some rope, a little bit of wood. Make you a pontoon boat. Going through this one. Just barely. I don't know if you can do upgrades on the vehicles or not. Seems like a snorkel would be a good idea. Let's go over here. Bridge.
At least this bridge is still in one piece. We had to move our operations before the storm. We needed to get to that harbor, so it had to be lowered. I was a bit worried about it, storm and all.
Okay, didn't break. I was half expecting it to break. Left. Maybe not. I think I'll pass. We'll go that way. I just want to look at the map. So it is very well done so far. Makes me want a rock crawler. See if I can get up some of those. Big rocks. Yeah. My vehicles are not there. If I get stuck, I'm screwed. Let's go this way. Ooh, got a shipwreck. I thought I saw it. Oh, there it is. Barely see it. Tiny shipwreck. Like it'll still float. Some mangled machines. Need to go that way. Oh, right here. Silly.
You might have noticed we've deployed some additional support. Supplies, vehicles, that kind of thing. But you'll need to jump in the crane and move all those containers out of the way first. And then you'll need to check the road from the harbor base to the transit point and clear out any hazards. Once that's done, you can plot a route for our vehicles.
So 3 containers. I can do that. This way. Praise Lord. Oh, there it is. Where do you put them? guess I'll just put them up on these. That. The trolley movement. Take. Like a glove. Should be out of the way. It's kind of backwards. Here, I need to look at it like that. Because you would think if you hit the right bumper, it would go right. But it does not. It's going backwards. Wrong one. Fit you right in there. Wrong button. Oh, it might be too high. There's a lot of swing on these things. And it still gives me enough room to move. Alright. Garage. Ooh, and a new truck. What do you got for me? 4-on rusty cargo truck. Okay, all my vehicles are in here. Alright, that'll work. Yeah, I don't see a thing where you can upgrade. Oh, okay. Gotta be 18 to get that. 13. That's the one I think I was supposed to get with the DLC. And I don't have it. I downloaded it, but it won't show up. And that one. So I don't know why that's not showing up. Yeah, got more scouts. Build roads. Unlock the chassis by completing objectives. A frickin' tank. Oh, very low. So how do I get something out of my garage? Oh, there, garage. Okay. All right, trigger. Oh, these just categories of vehicles. All right. Objectives. Transport infrastructure. I've got to get here. Yeah, let's take the big truck. See how to get out of here. Okay. Oh, wrong one. See if we go over that. Yep. Wow, it's kind of slow. Grinding the gears. A Tega 6455B. Got it. Left bumper controls the tipping angle. A opens the tipper. And X closes the tipper. So A and X. Okay. Okay, what am I supposed to do with it? Plot a route. Here to there. Alright, looks fairly simple. Down there. Might want to move my truck. Not sure if I need to run them right down the center of the road or off to the side. Yeah. Take the center of the mud. To the left. And dispatch truck. Oh shoot, I forgot to move my trucks. Can I move my truck? Yeah, it's a lot bigger. Alright, let's see where you went. Oh, there you are. Ah, he's got a chase truck behind him. Straddle the rock. Look at that. Will do get past it. Ah, shoot, he's stuck. Next vehicle, give him a push. See the reflections in the water. Come on. Stick in all-wheel drive. Trying to help and not doing anything. Need maintenance. So, pouring sand over compromised section takes some patience. Luckily, you've got a dump truck for. Oh, that's why I got a dump truck. And a dozer from your garage to finish the job. Got it. So open that up. So I need to go there with the dump truck. In the mud. Topper control is the left bumper. Right stick. Oh, right stick races it. Oh, and then it goes down. Refill sand. Down. It's not working. Oh, there it goes. Let's put some more in. Use your dozer to flatten the sand. Dozer stored in your garage. Okay. Picking my back end up. Okay, so guessing you have to hit the refill sand, the down. Whoa. Twice. Yep, gotta hit it twice. Dump some more over here. So, dozer. I gotta do all that? Why? Go in the garage. What the crap? Oh, here we go. Deploy. Brakes. Let's go to the vehicles tab. I have no idea what that is. Oh, come back here. Okay, I really hate this steering. Oh, this can use some sand in it too. What's that? Oh, still got a ways to go. A little bit more to go. Construct a drivable stretch of road from piles of sand select. Grader mode sand flattening. Marching. Manual construction, sand flattening. Get that. There. Left side of it. There you go. Flatten it out some more. Look at that. That's smoother than the road in my town. More on the edges. It's even moving the rocks. You can actually see it pushing the sand to the left. Look at that. Let's get the dump truck. And I almost want to do the whole road like that. Alright, so let's try that again. Let me go there. Switch to the quarries layer to see the areas of active quarries. Does that mean I get sand anywhere in this? Why would I want sand over here? Okay. What is that? I don't know. I would assume that is some kind of resource. Yeah, resources. Okay, I see what it is. Infrastructure. Okay. Resources. So what was I looking for? That. Oh, okay, the vehicle waited there. Okay, that was started. I heard something start. Oh, crap. Alright, back to the dump truck. If I can give them a push. Nope, they disappeared. That's not very level. Refill. Cannot refill sand. Interactive port. Ah, that's what. That is what. Where'd it go? Aha! So I gotta back up to here. That's what that was. I get it now. So you gotta be in a circle to refill sand. And the circle was back here. There. Gotcha. Alright, that's not too bad. Oh, back into that truck up. Get back down. Not flipping the water. Let's do some on the left. Go, 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 go. It's hard to control that, steer and drive at the same time. I could use some in the middle. But let's see what the grader can do with that. Archie. Oh, no. Manual instruction sample. There was a ridge over here. Quite level. There's still one. You just see where that right to the left is a little higher. One more pass. looks pretty good. Alright, see if we can do the same here. Start on the left side. Yeah, a little bumpy side. That didn't do too bad. Maybe we'll need some more sand. I ran a grader in my younger days. Many, many years ago. I didn't do it as a profession, though. I'm guessing the more you go over it, the smoother it gets. I don't know if there's some point where you start digging it back up. So I don't know if you can go too far or not. I guess you can just put more sand in it if you do. Pushing that rock further and further away. Trying to taper the ends off as I go, which is why I'm not going forwards and then backwards. Try to get the ends tapered on both sides. Push all the excess. I want to do another load. Let me do that. Because that little area right there. Get some of this over here. Man, it's just like all at once starts coming out. Construct a durable stretch of road through piles of sand. Great. Already saw that. Still have a lump in there. Wonder if it has something to do with the rock. See if I can push some of that out this way. Some of that. Just in case somebody's texting while driving, they won't end up in the water. Yeah, I like it when the sun's shining. See the sand really good. See all the lumps. That's pretty good. See where it's covering up the tire tracks. It's going to be right in the center. Right here. And here. That looks pretty good. Maybe one more pass. Left of center. Marching. Let's see if there's anything else while we're here. I think it's going up to that building. So far it's solid. A little rocky. I'll move those rocks out of the way. And destruction, sand flat. Sure can. And this is what I need in SnowRunner. The ability to move rocks out of the road. I've been saying that for years. Even if they come back, you know, after say 5 game days, you gotta redo it. Oh, yeah, it's up there. Yep, we got another mud hole. Can I get 3? Damn Skippy. Alright, let's fill in that mud hole there. And then we'll give this another test. I need a bigger dump truck. One with a trailer. Semi. I don't know why that rock didn't move. I went over that several times and that rock kept poking through. Need a semi-trailer dump truck with more power and speed. This is just a little bit on the slow side. Tire tracks sinking down a little bit. Let's go back. One more should do it. Oops, sorry. Hit your little cart. Taking needs more power. I wonder if that sand wears out after a while and you have to redo it. Come on to a driveway. One to those yellow doors. So if I park here, I'm out of the way. Floating rock. Maybe that's what happened to that other rock. It's just at a certain height. It could be it. It's just set up where you can't move it at all. It will always float to the top of the sand. Yep. I'm assuming certain rocks you can't move if I move those. No. So certain rocks will always be in the road. I actually think I moved it that time. You see that? That rock jumped out of the way. It moved. Nope. Okay, I guess the blade just isn't catching it. Oh well. It's a little rock. Alright, one more pass and we'll see if the rock works. Objective. The little one. The escort vehicle. Oh, that's a little muddy there. But it didn't stop him. So I'm not going to worry about it. Look at that, smooth as silk. Oh, I'm gonna move that. Awesome. Let's go.
Good job there. We need a base of operations on the other side of the river. And that means we need a bridge. I don't suppose you've built a bridge before, right? Well, there's a first for everything. Oh, and if you want a steady supply of concrete slabs, I have just the thing. You can send a concrete slab convoy from the warehouse to the harbor base. Not essential, but it should keep our reserves up.
Oh. People leaving their junk laying around. And now you're not a problem. Okay, so... Whoa. What was that? Okay, so I need to build something on the other side of the river. Plot a route from the warehouse to... Ooh. That's going to be rough because of that. I have to go fill all that in. There's a muddy place. Let's do that one first. It's a track, but what do I do? Yeah, let's go over and take a look. See if it'll tell me when I get over there. Route failed. Oh, you piece of junk. All right, let's go back. I may end up having to pave this entire road. Or sand it. That area back there is going to be a problem too, I believe. Yes, dump truck definitely needs more power. here? No, it's right here. But since I'm close, go ahead and put a little bit in here. Should be able to level this out. Just a small area. There's a delay in this truck when you hit the gas before it starts moving. Oh, there we go here. Excellent. If I can do it there, then it would really hurt if I put more. Yep. That's convenient. Alright, let's find the other one. Right here. Actually dumped a rock out. Looks a little bit dark up here too, so I'll drop some off there. Or it's going to drop itself. Okay, where was the other area? Right there. Alright, I gotta take a real quick bio break. I will be right back. Alright, so I'm back. And do another load here. Oh, uh-oh. No power. Oh, that thing's a long way away. Oh, wait a minute. How was it? Excuse me. Yes. So I saw somebody do this. Retain. And then deploy. And it's over here closer. I don't have to drive so far back. Ooh, about lost it there. Alright, come on now. This is probably going to need some sand through here. There's a lot of rain on this map. Excuse me, sir. It's not going to be too bad. Probably need some in there too. Right where the dump truck's at. Just to be on the safe side. Oh, it didn't like that. There you go. You won't get stuck on that one anymore. Yeah, this is actually really fun doing this. I watch gameplay of Expeditions, and to me that just didn't seem fun. And I'd wondered about this game. But it's just like a nice, easy paced. There's no time limit. And I kind of like this. Rocks so much, but I can figure out a way to get them out of there easier. Alright, one more pass. We'll give it a shot. they're bound to be able to get through that. Objective. Nope. That one. Where'd it go? Oh, I gotta move you. There he is. Well, oh. I got it now. Yeah, I think I might do this area too. Churning that up. Oh crap, I forgot to do that one. Oops. Maybe I can get it before the next one shows up. Oh, come on. Doesn't have to be perfect, just passable for the next truck. Then I can work on it. Oh, come on, steer. I'll work it this way so that I can see when the next truck comes. And I get out this way. Quest completed. Which means there's one on the way. Let's get out of his way. I can at that. No problems. Yeah. Maybe I need to do some more. But we'll save that for the next one. So I've got to get up early in the morning, so I am going to leave it off here. And I thank you very much if you watched it. I appreciate it, and I will see you on the next one. So until then, have a good one.